Hey everybody, how y'all doing? It's Steve coming at you. Hope you're having a great day. Well, I wanted to touch base something really quickly that actually saddens me. For those of you who haven't heard yet, Laurel Hubbard has made it to the U.S. Olympics team as a woman powerlifter. Now, you may be asking, who's Laurel Hubbard? Well, Laurel Hubbard is the dude who is pretending to be a woman and get into the Olympics, what society has decided to call transgender. I personally, as I've said before on numerous occasions, don't believe the term exists. I think one of the problems with our society is that the left will create some new phraseology or some new language and we automatically accept it. That is a problem. Rather than pushing back and saying, no, there's no such thing, we've decided to accept this term or these certain terminology. So with that, he will be performing, because I am not going to pretend that this guy is a woman. I don't care how much estrogen he's taken. I don't care what his testosterone levels are. He's blowing away the women in the competition in all the weightlifting categories. And he's a lifter for New Zealand, and the Olympics has decided to allow him to participate as a woman powerlifter. Now, of course, based on that alone, we already know New Zealand's going to win the gold for women powerlifting, period. And I'm not mad so much at him because he's just grifting. That's all it is. He's just scamming. He was a male powerlifter. So is a male powerlifter, decided to transition and became a female powerlifter in his mind and by everyone else's account. Never mind biology. They always tell us to pay attention to the science, but for some reason, I guess biology isn't a science anymore. But I digress. Anyway, we already know who's going to win the gold medal in the Olympics for the women's powerlifting. We already know who's going to win it. But the people I really blame for this, because he's just a grifter, and the Olympic people are shameful. They're absolutely shameful in this regard. I blame a lot of y'all women who allowed this stuff in the first place. See, all this wokey woke, we want to be so woke and so inclusive and so understanding and all this other BS that you've gotten to the point where you will accept absurdity. You become so accepting that the absolute absurd has become acceptable to you. And a lot of women who fought for all these kinds of human rights are now going to suffer. You can kiss women's sports goodbye. Because if Laurel Hubbard can be involved in the Olympics for powerlifting, it's only a matter of time before other transgenders are allowed to be involved in other sports, like, you know, the transgender guys who've been involved in track. In fact, one of them tried to get into the Olympics for track, but the problem was his testosterone levels were too high for the IOC, the International Olympic Committee. Who knows what level that is? However, it doesn't change his muscle mass, his muscle density, his lung capacity. It doesn't change any of those things, but he didn't get in. So, but it's only a matter of time. Because now Laurel Hubbard made it, it's only a matter of time. And y'all can kiss female sports goodbye. All you biological women who are falling for all this BS can kiss women's sports goodbye. But you only have yourselves to blame. Anybody who tried to be super woke and accepting and inclusive of all kinds of absurdity, obvious absurdity, this is on y'all. So more power to you. I'm disappointed in the Olympic Committee. They should be ashamed of themselves. But everybody in this world today is trying to accept absurdity. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But hey, what are you going to do? At any rate, maybe y'all agree with me, disagree with me. If you think, oh, Steve, you're wrong, there is such a thing as transgender, I promise you, I know people who feel this way. I have people in my family who believe that transgender is a actual real thing. And it's actually being, the terminology is being misappropriated. It should be called gender dysphoria, because that's what it actually is. It's an actual illness. Gender dysphoria is a real thing. But they're calling it transgenderism. And for some reason, they're going that route. But okay, at any rate, if you agree with me, great. Give me a thumbs up, like, share, comment on the video. If you disagree with me, give me a thumbs down, comment on the video, and share it. And tell people, look at this stupid guy out there talking about this stuff. I'm cool with that. I appreciate all your help with that. By the way, go ahead and share it, dislike it, like it, whatever you got to do. I look forward to hearing from y'all again soon, and y'all take care.